So now the shloka has come, we have come to the 4th chapter. Evam vivaspate yogam proktavan aham ayayam vivasvan manave praha manovikshvake abravit. 4th chapter, shloka 1, shloka 2 and shloka 3. Small discussion. So now the point here was, I was saying, the art being dressed as knowledge. Therefore it causes dissatisfaction. Knowledge means, I tell you why we need knowledge. Knowledge is the purpose. See, we have limitation, all of us. We are bounded. Knowledge removes all the boundaries. Correct? The God means no boundary. He is fully swatantra. No boundaries. When 16,108 girls proposed to Krishna, Krishna said yes. Fine. Krishna didn't have to, 16,100, 8 were already there. Krishna didn't have to bother. But suppose 16,000, you go to some college, 16,100 girls propose to you. And you say, okay. Then next tension will be, how will you create a house to keep all of them? Correct? You are limited. You are limited actually. You will not be able to handle it. Correct? God is Swarat, is fully independent. There are so many jokers. When Srila Prabhupada was in America, there was one person who declared himself as God. So Prabhupada was laughing. He said, what idiot is this? If he is God, why did he need visa to come to America? God should be Swatantra. What kind of God is this? He is so much limited. Correct? So much limited. Idiot is so limited, but still. That is a defect actually. So here is an opportunity where Bhagavad Gita, we have been studying, in fact, 1st, 2nd, 3rd, some things, particularly in the 2nd and 3rd chapter, so many instructions we learn. But now before we proceed, the Bhagavad Gita is so well designed, it is reminding us of the messages from the Supreme Lord. Okay? And it is showing that how this message should be taken. Like a medicine bottle should have it, how it has to be taken. Correct? Good. The Bhagavad Gita is complete in itself. Now you may do whatever you want, that's your life. If you want to take benefit of Bhagavad Gita, better follow the way it is taken as told in Gita. Therefore, whenever we sell the book, we open the shloka and we show. Anytime you go to anywhere, suppose you are going to sell a book, you are all welcome. In fact, every Sunday, but little laziness has to come out, time is there. 4 o'clock to 6 o'clock, they have big Harinam at the Panambur beach. From here, generally on Sunday evenings, we go here, there, we eat some nonsense food here, there. Instead of that, we can come, just I think 15 minutes by bus, express, just not even 15 minutes. You get down 1 or 2 stops next, very near to your place. And then you can go, they will all be there. They have a beautiful place where they all do Harinam. And they have 4 or 5 tables are put up, so people come to buy books. When somebody, anytime you're selling a book, always the first thing is, show this point to them. Therefore it is Bhagavad Gita as it is. Prabhupada boldly writes, and he explains that in the shlokas as it goes. Okay, so Krishna is saying, now I taught this knowledge, is telling Arjuna, is a standard knowledge. It's not that Krishna created that at that moment. He has been speaking, the truth is eternal. Therefore it is called Sanatana Dharma, it's eternal. It's not at that moment it was born. No. So Krishna is saying, I taught this knowledge to Sun God a lot of time ago. Evam Vivasvate Yogam. That is Vivasvan. And Prabhupada has calculated the time, because it's taking that Vivasvan learnt it before his son was born, that is Manu, it is 120 million years old. Because Manu's life is 300 million years. In a day of Brahma, there are 1,000 cycles of the 4 yugas. What are the 4 yugas? Kali Yuga, Treta Yuga, Dwapar Yuga and Satyuga, correct? So if you calculate this, Kali Yuga is 4 lakh, Dwapar Yuga is double 8, Treta Yuga is triple 3, 3 means 3 times, Dwapar means double, Chatur Yuga, Satyuga is 4 times. So 4x plus 3x plus 2x plus x is how much? 10x. So 4,32,000 is Kali Yuga, so 4 million years roughly becomes the age of one set of yugas. 1,000 cycles happen in a day of Brahma. Time is relative. That becomes 4 billion years. This 4 billion years, 14 Manu come. So if you divide 4 billion by 14, roughly 300 million years is the life of one Manu. Our Manu, therefore the Manu, man has come and Manushya has come. And all around the world there was Vedic culture. Therefore so many words you see in every language from Sanskrit. So anyway, otherwise Manu and man, so near, not accident. And Manushya hai. So Manu, Vaivasvata Manu it is called, that is our Manu now, son of Vivasvan. So he received the knowledge, but the incidents has happened, father has learned 120 million years ago. And the Manu gave this knowledge to Ikshvaku, the king on earth. So therefore on earth this knowledge has come, Prabhupada has calculated, because Ikshvaku got it at the beginning of Treta Yuga. So that means Dwapara Yuga is 8 lakh, and Treta Yuga is 12 lakhs. 2 million years ago the knowledge Gita is there on earth. Agree? Understood? Because we are in the beginning of Kali Yuga. So before us it is Dwapara Yuga, before that is the Treta Yuga. And he had a shloka where it says his knowledge was spoken to the, you see that? In the beginning of Treta Yuga, the science of relation with the Supreme was delivered to Vivasvan by Manu. This is coming from Mahabharata Shanti Parva, that's a reference. That means 2 million years ago it is on earth, this knowledge. 2 million. And but 5,000 years ago, when Krishna came, he saw something interesting. What? Evam parampara praptam. Krishna says now, like son God told to Manu, Manu talked to Ikshvaku, correct? Imam vivaspate yogam, proktaman aham abhayam, vivasvan manave praha, Manu Ikshvakave abrabit, correct? This, it was coming down in parampara. You taught him, he taught him, like that. But Krishna is saying something interesting. Sakalene mahata. Over a period of time, message as it is appears to be lost. Lost. It is gone. Krishna is saying, what I spoke, something else is there now. You got it? Just like you tell something to him, he tells, and after 10, 20, whatever system you may put into place, you know, you give him a degree or you tell him now you can tell, but over a period of time things get deteriorated. होता है ना, कोई चीज़ एक को बोलो 100 के बाद कुछ और नया चीज़ आ जाता है. Everybody adds something. So even though you put good systems, but it's time like 2 million years ago, the last time it came, and Krishna 5,000 years ago detected the parampara is lost, the message is lost. So he is saying that evam parampara praptam, the knowledge should be taken in parampara, that is advice of Bhagavad Gita. Therefore, before learning Bhagavad Gita, we should ask whoever is teaching, sir, who is your guru? He said, this is my guru. Who is his guru? That is, who is his guru? Because we 3-4 people can say, I am his guru, he is his guru, and all 4 are jokers. So we have to go to the parampara, and it should go back to Krishna, who is the origin of the message of Bhagavad Gita. Sakalena mahata yoga nashta parantapa. So Krishna is saying, over a period of time, it is nashta. Message is lost. Krishna has detected. The Lord himself has detected. I told something else to Vivasvan. अभी गीता के नाम में कुछ और बोल रहे हैं लोग. So now Krishna says something else. ठीक है. Prabhupada here pointed out there are innumerable interpretations of Bhagavad Gita, but none of them except Krishna as the supreme personality of Godhead. No. They don't even talk about Krishna, basically. The spirit is demoniac actually. Prabhupada is saying, why demonic? Because they simply want to enjoy Krishna's property by rejecting Krishna. So then what it says, so therefore Prabhupada is saying, Bhagavad Gita accepted as it is. Correct? Suppose you dilute something, it loses its purity and effect. Correct? Always the purity is the force. So the message of Bhagavad Gita, if it is polluted by people's putting their own ideas and whims, it loses the effect. What is the effect Gita had? Very easy to understand. When Arjuna heard Bhagavad Gita, he had his own plan. And Krishna had a different plan. After hearing Gita, Arjuna surrendered to Krishna. He said, Karishya vachanam tava. Now, Lord, I just want to follow you now. If that effect is not happening, the Gita is bogus. Correct? We can know, but everything has to prove by effect. Now you can say, I am an NIT student. That's fine. You solve karo problem. Correct? So you may say, this is the original Bhagavad Gita. But actually you see, it has worked like that. Even in the West, we have so many people, jokers jumping around. But not one person they could make him a devotee of Krishna. Not one. And after we had the Bhagavad Gita as it is, we are not proud, but it's a fact. Millions of people have become devotees of Krishna. Not one, millions, no counting. You ask them what happened. No, I read this book, Bhagavad Gita as it is. Okay. So it has worked. The book has worked. And if you see the effect that comes, you read Bhagavad Gita, the same effect happened to Arjuna. Arjuna also had his own plans, was thinking, I will not be happy like this and all. But after hearing Bhagavad Gita, sorry, he surrendered. That is my daily alarm, sleep, 9:30, sleeping alarm. So now what is happening is saying this, now I am going to tell you, Arjuna, this message. Why? Because you are my devotee as well as my friend. So this becomes a condition to understand Bhagavad Gita. You want to become a patra, a vessel to receive this message, you should be inclined to serve the Lord. Therefore, this message, Bhagavad Gita also, after completing the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna tells to Arjuna this, please don't tell this message to people who are not devotees. Don't tell this message to people who cannot control their senses. Don't tell the message to people who are not austere. Krishna puts a lot of conditions there. They don't, there's no use. Don't tell this message to all these people. So in that sense, the point is that to really benefit from the Bhagavad Gita, we should try to develop certain qualities. It is not that some armchair philosophy are here. Therefore, Prabhupada says there very nicely, it was there in the beginning. Education, culture and devotion. First, we educate ourselves, the message of Bhagavad Gita. Then culture, it should completely change. Correctly say, no, Indian culture, it should completely, whole personality should change by absorbing the knowledge. It should have an effect. And then devotion, next thing will automatically manifest. Sometimes people say, prove God is there. So what nonsense. It's not a joke. You have to become qualified to understand God. God is not such a cheap thing that any idiot can say, show me God. You have to become, are you qualified to see God first? Are you qualified to understand God? That should be my attitude. And so Krishna has said now, what is the qualification to understand Him? It came a Bhakto asime sakha cheti. Bhakta means devotee, sakha means friend. So these two qualities if you develop, you will automatically understand Krishna. Okay, so I think that's enough for today. Srila Prabhupada ki, Bhagavad Gita ki.